Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I believe it best that I stick to quietly.
Let's see.
Professor. Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some... If you catch a fish like this, come show it. Professor.
Maybe.
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little, let's see who can catch the biggest fish?
Yes.
Hey. So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great. But you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty.
Yes. I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
But they haven't been biting.
What shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish...
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here.
Do you have time for a request?
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Young Monica disappeared last year. But it turns out she was kidnapped. They say her personality has completely changed. But at least she seems more cheerful than before.
Indeed.
Hey!
I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of...
I have a favor to ask.
A fishing tournament, huh? Sounds fun, but not as fun as reeling in the ladies. Just kidding, of course. The most important thing right now is preparing for the... After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game. Everyone has their own reason to fight.
Flayn and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were...
I need a favor.
Hey! The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yarit's. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get... He was a little scary, of course.
Did you want something?
Hey!
Indeed.
What a shame.
I'm going to I'm going to... I appreciate that.
Professor.
So, you've caught something. Alas, your fish is clearly gray.
Ah, you already got your... Aw, I'm lost.
Looks like you've been doing... Wow, that's a...
Welcome to the monastery. You look confused. Just show any fish.
Did you catch something? No way!
All right, let's see what I lost?
Yes. Show me the fish, so we can see whose has the biggest size. Your fish has way more size.
I'm going to catch me some...
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes! I am so pleased. I shall...
Thanks. I guess that's it.
Yes. This created more fun than I have expected.
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating
Hey.
The fishing tournament. I heard you did some fishing, and that...
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament. I suppose it's time to prepare.
Professor, all that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it?
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but not...
Let's see.
Hey!
Come on. Why are they having a fishing tournament now? You're not condoning this, right? Hi, Professor. Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys. That's right next to my home. Oh, no. What if my parents come to... Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you...
That's,
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to try. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there. I guess there's nothing to be done about it.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger student. I look forward to learning from you, Professor.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Do you need something? Sorry, Professor. I've got a... Since I don't... I look forward...
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last... But now the combat professor Yuritsa, his origin begged many questions. He is apparently from House Frim of the Empire. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about...
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three clans. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident? That's the spirit. Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business. And there's a reward to be had as well.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Hey! Let me see.
Oh. Having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first, but the fish are especially... Have you had any, Professor?
Professor, when you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face,
You know, it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle, and Gronder Field is within the Empire. But the path there from the monastery necessitates passing Fodlan's biggest river. The Aramid River flows along the border between the Empire. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges.
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken.
Okay.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. Agreed. That's the Church of Saros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it.
Hey.
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Arch. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. It's very kind of you to be the Death Knight's true identity.
Need something? This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
My savior, thank you.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
Hey, you.
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? The recent happenings at the monastery. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've you be on your guard, okay? I won't go dying on you.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get whoever he is. I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad. I'm not going to let him get the better of me. I'm not going to...
I don't know if you've heard, but Flane is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with a... I dislike it, but I agree. The time I would spend begging him...
I still have much to learn.
Well, of course. The situation last month was dire. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month. That is to be even so. I look forward to seeing your...
I still have much...
hear that you participated in the fish.
Hey.
This is my favorite.
Oh, I love...
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar! What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything, but it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid? I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
outside is so tiring. Tomorrow's gotta be just an inside day, Bernie. Whoa, why is it so cold all of a sudden? It's as if an unspeakable evil just...
You're late.
No, into the light! Back to the beyond from whence you came!
Are you telling me to die?
Hubert!
In the flesh. I came to ask you.
Oh no, what did I do? Think, Bernie.
There have been sightings of a sinister figure carrying a sharp object, wandering the halls at night. A strange giggle, the glimmer of a needle in the dark, the sound of a door creaking.
I was embroidering.
I suspected as much. Then you leave me no choice.
What? No, I'm too young to die. I've got so much left to do. Please don't kill me!
About what I expected.
It's no good.
That was quite a sprint. A shame you lack stamina. Now to mine.
You're going to exit. Please, let me compose my last will and testament. Or at least a swan song. The creak of a door. Sorrow.
Bernadetta? A word of how would you feel if you fell or bumped into someone? Well, please watch where you're going. How did you manage to faint while standing up? Well, I cannot. Petra, industrious as ever.
Hello, Hubert. Yes, I am trying to be industrious. I must be working hard to improve my position. Right now, it is not a good one.
Even accounting for that, I wish a little of you would rub off on certain people here. One troublesome slouch and...
Rub? I will not be rubbing on anyone.
Not literally. I never would have imagined you would adjust so well to life. When I first met you, you couldn't understand a single word of the language. You had the look of a cornered animal. So much so, I thought you'd grown up in the wild.
I had more youth then, and the experience was... My grandfather ordered me to go to Fodlan. I was stolen to a strange land filled with strange people. The treatment I was receiving was like I was a strange...
It is unfortunate, but while you were called our guest, you were actually a hostage. You were meant to be insurance that Brigid would not restore its alliance with Dagda and attack us. The Empire required leverage, and after all, you are the Princess of Brigid.
It gave me sadness to leave my home. But I am not unhappy that I came to the Empire. I have learned much understanding from the outside world. My experience has made me become... And meeting you and Lady Edelgard...
I admire your spirit in the face of...
Linhardt! There you are. Observant as ever, Ferdinand. What can I help you with?
You have been utilizing clever tricks to give me the slip, but not today. Prepare yourself! A noble cannot escape from his duty. Hold these words in your heart.
It seems you really mean it this time. I suppose I have no choice, but...
Finally, a little enthusiasm. You are bravely stepping upon the path of nobility. Let us begin!
Come now, Ferdinand. Don't be foolish. I can't possibly train with you. I have places to be.
Wait! I will not allow you to...
I can't.
Just... admit defeat.
Can't we? Just a minute. Ferdinand, let me...
Well, maybe just for a moment. I had assumed that all that lounging around would have dulled your constitution. But I had a difficult time.
The fear of having to exert myself really helped. You're none too slow. It's been a while since I ran like that. It actually feels...
It does, does it? Well, how about we say that thrilling chase was your train? If you will excuse me, I am going to run even more.
After all the running you already did? That... Nothing whatsoever, Ferdinand.
Hi.
Well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Don't leave yet, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off? Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went.
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Wait, don't go.
Will you really listen this time?
Of course. Sorry.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with the really pretty... Where is that place?
The place I took you with the view. Actually, it's kind of tricky to... Come on, I'll just take you there again. But...
Wait!
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess, all the way from Bridget.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Bridget. I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are...
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Bridget in the... I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real...
Wait, Dorothea. But your cooking is... What is the word? Horrendous.
Horrendous?
No. The thinking is enough for me.
Fine, I'll do something instead. I just want to be sure. How about a massage?
I have no problems.
Oh? Then perhaps...
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. Well then, I must be...
Dorothea.
Hello there. Pardon me.
Maybe.
Hey!
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
What?
What do you require? Do you want to hire this?
Nice to meet you.
Farewell.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here? Is it I despise being cooped up when sleep evades me? I just have to get some fresh air. Is it that obvious? So I see. I should get some sleep too. Have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoor? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About none of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life. My siblings and I we were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace. The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest. I have always possessed the crest of Saros, inherited through the Hresfeld bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh. Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor. Edelgard von Hresfeld. But that came at too high a price. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for. And there you have it. The truth of the Hresfeld's empire. It is. But when you see my true strength, you will know that I speak the truth. I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest. It is the same as yours, the crest of flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath. For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence. For their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
Let me see.
Oh.
Hello.
Professor, do you have a second? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly. And she's been, you see what I mean? I wonder if she's strange.